Garry Nkombo and the Kachasu lady or the Kachasu family, a lot of Zambians have really taken to social media to complain about how immoral that particular action by the, honorable. So, do you think that his actions are justifiable?
Well, it's a two-faced scenario. First of all, when you look at the effect of Kachasu in the rural areas or the different townships that are in Lusaka, there's a lot of people that are being affected by it. We have the popularly known amajanki. This is the beverage or the alcohol they are consuming, and then they're becoming addicts and then becoming criminals. So one would say that it is something that really needs to be controlled, and it's something that really the law enforcement agencies, as well as the police, as well as the councillors, members of parliaments of their particular areas should really look at and help regulate it. So in that aspect, the move by Honorable Nkombo to inspect these compounds and see where this alcohol is coming from, personally, I believe it's a good move. Now, like I said, it's two-faced. On the other coin, him making the family drink the Kachasu is quite shocking and uncalled for. I believe, everything else would have been okay until that point where,
Yes.
He made the woman drink the Kachasu. He made the son drink Kachasu, and the young lady as well. And honestly, I feel like social media is something that you really have to see things for yourself. Yes, they are children of the lady, but they're not that young.
They're adults.
They're
They're
adults.
above 18.
I feel like people are blowing that out of proportion. So his action to make the woman and to forcibly make them drink the Kachasu, even after the first cup was done, he said, we're going to put some more. I think that was uncalled for from the minister. But the fight against alcohol abuse, drug addiction, I think should really stay on course. But the most important thing is how do they regulate this Kachasu, since now people were chanting we want change because they were disrupting the making of this cheap beverage and obviously disrupting a form of income from the families that make this same Kachasu and sell it to people. So it's quite it's quite a bigger issue to look at in a deeper perspective than just looking at it from face value. We're going to think it's an easy thing. No, Garry Nkombo shouldn't have done that. You take a look at the effect of the community, the Kachasu in the community, and then, like I said, it is quite a deeper problem that really needs a viable solution. And a viable solution is what we expect Honorable Garry Nkombo to come up with, unlike what he did.
Right. So I do agree with you, and I really believe that the whole action of him forcing the family to drink the Kachasu, it sort of defeats the purpose of what he was trying to achieve, because now it's about him as opposed to what he was trying to sensitize and prevent, because obviously alcohol abuse, there's a lot of stories about junkies and whatnot, so him acting like that, especially to poor and vulnerable people, because a lot of people are saying, look, Garry Nkombo promised us the Forest 27 in opposition. He said he was going to destroy, the houses. He's going to demolish and all that stuff. And he hasn't achieved any of those things. Is it because he's dealing with wealthy, well-to-do type of people? So the uproar which is coming from a lot of Zambians is how he was treating the less privileged, And I understand these families are sort of adding to the evil or the ills of society by, distributing such type of illicit substances, in the communities. But again, you have to look at it from this perspective, because probably they do not have any other alternatives as well. So without me being emotional, right, what he did was wrong as far as, forcing them to drink the Kachasu. But I do understand where he was coming from. I do understand understand how families can be affected by drugs, but he shouldn't have reached the extent, that he
that he
did.
did. Yeah, and like I was saying, we have to look at this in a sense of solution. What is the solution to this situation? Is Kachasu legal or illegal? Are the operations there legal or illegal? Are the healthy standards, being met by these Kachasu brewers at the end of the day? This is something that we also have to talk about. The thing with Zambia is we are too, I feel like we have to now figure out what we want, you know?
Right.
One hand we're saying, junkies, drug abuse is a problem. The other hand we're saying, but don't deal with the people that are, encouraging this result. The Kachasu brewers.
No, I really think people are not against, getting rid of the people who are supplying such type of, substances to the community. People are just upset with, Garry, how he treated.
And that I do much agree, and that's why I'm saying I don't want really to focus on how he did. Like I said, I have condemned that. That's very bad, and I feel that's very wrong. And he has issued an apology.
He has apologized,
which is a good thing. At the end of the day, he has issued an apology. But in the fight against drug abuse, I feel we need to find a solution. Are we going to legalize Kachasu? If we're going to legalize Kachasu, how are we going to make sure that healthy standards are being made whilst these people are brewing this Kachasu? And the one thing that we all understand is that it's an addictive drug. How do we ensure that we change that and minimize the levels of alcohol intake, the alcohol percentage in this Kachasu? I think we need to find a solution where the families that are doing this are not, hurt, and the community is not hurt, So I think it's high time we focused on what is the solution. We can't always think about, okay, government is going to come up with a way forward for them. Let's think: do we create cooperatives for Kachasu brewers, and then government gives them the safety regulations and standards? What is the way forward?
Yeah, just to dwell on that particular point, right? This is where we lack mostly as Africans, because we don't really know how to empower each other. If you look at Kachasu and whatnot, right, the people who are brewing these types of substances, they are very skilled, because that's absolutely chemistry. That's chemistry, So in Malawi, there's actually the Malawi gin. So it is using the same chemical methods of preparation. So these are things that need to be encouraged. However, they need to be regulated. So instead of brutally criticizing and just basically castigating them, we need to guide them. Look, if you want to venture into this type of business, these are the health standards, these are the specifications that you need to follow, and then take your business to a whole new level. Because if she can do that on a smaller scale, best believe if she's got empowerment, she can really end up doing a lot. And we can actually start exporting Zambian alcohol, Zambian products like this. But if we end up discouraging them and basically just letting them down, then we're not really going to be innovative. But of course, I do understand we need to make sure that everybody is protected, our community is protected and whatnot. So that needs to be followed as well. So if you look at countries like America, right? Let's say, for example, there's a hacker. He's very good at hacking. He's hacked the banking system. What they usually do is after jail time has been given, they end up hiring them, because that's talent. Finding such type of exploits is something that can be rewarded and harnessed. So it's just about figuring out how to do it the right way, and they should provide stipulations and guidance, and let the people be able to make money by the end of the day.
Yeah, the what they should think about is, how do we regulate this, and how do we ensure that once this Kachasu is brewed, the way it's being sold, it's regulated, and it's not being sold to people under the age of drinking age and whatnot. So there's a lot to talk about around this situation before we just look at it face value, and then just look at condemning the honorable minister. Glad he has apologized. It's a good thing, and like I always say, it seems like the New Dawn government can't just catch a break. The president did hold a press conference, and it seems like society, or the Zambian people rather, were not really captivated and on the president's side in terms of the conference. They were not really satisfied with what came out of the president's speech, or discussion, and then this happens.
Yeah, so I mean, at this particular point, right, we obviously had high expectations. This is one of the reasons why you should always under promise and over deliver. So, what we are experiencing with the UPND at this particular moment is they did over promise, so they are no, I can't really say they are not really meeting up to people's expectations. I really believe that people are having like a lot of high expectations, and right now they're not really meeting the demand of the people. And such acts, like the ones that we recently witnessed with Honorable Garry Nkombo, I think that's a little bit dissatisfying. And a lot of people have been calling for Garry Nkombo to retire and to step down on moral grounds, which I really believe is I think it's way too much.
That's way too much.
Yeah,
that's not reasonable.
Yeah, it is not reasonable, and I do understand. He sort of. He went too much. He went overboard. But everybody has got errors. We all err and we all make mistakes. So I don't really believe he should be able to. He should or he must step down. So all I believe is he can learn from this, and next time he'll be able to handle power differently, because people are emotional, especially with regards to dealing with the vulnerable. And since the lady and the family are coming from a very decent background, people are just very supportive and protective over such, because Forest 27 still no results, no action.
Yeah, so much to talk about in terms of what has been happening throughout this week. A lot of conversation, a lot of debates did come up with the issue of the DPP. The president did finally say that he did meet with Mr. Mlingolungu, but it was not to. It wasn't. The purpose of the meeting wasn't to negotiate the immunity. It was an update on what's happening at KCM and so on and so forth. And now the DPP has written to the president asking if she can
spill the beans. Yeah. So is it the oath of secrecy? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I don't really know the proper term, but yeah, she's asking the president to waive off that secrecy, because you just can't be spilling sensitive data to the world. So she said, if I really need to vindicate myself, then please allow me the jurisdictions to sort of do so. And this is the tricky part, because if that happens, what if she's got viable points? What if she's got viable, tangible evidence? And then that's really going to make the new Dawn government look really, really, really bad.
Goes back to what I was saying. Face value, we castigated the DPP. But right now we have the president saying, hey, I met this guy, but it wasn't about discussing any immunity. The Auditor General is saying, hey, we met this person. And these are the people that were saying, the president did not meet, or Shanshaniko, they did not meet, the AG did not meet this and that, so now we're trying to see, maybe we judged, the DPP without really fully understanding what is happening.
Yeah, at this particular moment, I mean, to be honest with you, I have no expectations. And, at this particular moment, I just want to, I don't know, you just can't use your common sense to judge what's happening, because there's so many factors that you need to consider. Mm-hmm. And I really believe that there's a lot of mismatched information. So it's hard for me to really suddenly pinpoint and say, okay, this is the fact, because we do not really have all the information to analyze from a very fair point of view, if I can put it that way. Does it make any sense?
Yeah,
because when you make a decision, right, and you try to side with somebody, then you later realize that, okay, there was some missing information. There was some missing information, and after you add that missing information, you're like, okay, maybe she could be right, maybe they could be right. So at this particular moment, it is what it is.
Yeah. So let us know in the comment section below what you think of the way Honorable Garry Nkombo did treat this family and the issue of Kachasu brewing. Should it be legalized if it's illegal, and how can we regulate this issue? And you can also comment on the issue of the DPP, the AG, and the president meeting Milingo Lungu. This is Z Corner,
and before we go, yes, Z Corner is officially back with regards to the car site. So visit auto.zcorner.com if you guys are interested in buying cars, brand new cars, used cars, affordable cars, luxurious cars. You can always visit our website www.auto.zcorner.com. And if you are selling your car and you really need to find clients, customers as soon as possible, just reach out to us. We are going to be able to list it on our website, and we have a lot of eager and anxious buyers waiting to purchase your car. So remember, if you want to buy or sell a vehicle, make sure you visit auto.zcorner.com. The link is going to be in the description. Just click on the site, click on the link, and then it's going to take you to our official car selling website. Check out the cars that we have in stock, and if you are interested in one of those cars, we can always arrange so that you can go and actually test drive and inspect the vehicles. So remember, auto.zcorner.com.
Yeah, so Youthi, as we are going, please check out the Ministry of Youth or visit Kangwachileshe, who is the PS for the Ministry of Youth. They have currently advertising the issue of they're looking for cooperatives that are going to partner with them and work with them with the issue in regards to the issue of the oil tankers. So they're looking for cooperatives that can take over that business and run that business. So those that wish to apply, please visit the Ministry of Youth. On that note, we do hope to see you in the next episode. See ya.